Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Curly K Glam, and I'm just gonna apologize in advance for this horrible, terrible lighting because it is raining outside and it's just not cute, y'all. It's not cute. It looked like it's about to snow and rain at the same time. It was just hot last week in North Carolina. I don't know what the weather is doing, and excuse my bush, but we just here to record this video today. I want to look somewhat presentable for y'all, but I don't know. I thought my wig was laid, but I guess it's not. So, let me see. Oh no, it looked better than I thought. Maybe because I just can't see myself because my screen, I'm not recording on my typical device today. I'm recording on another device. Okay, so anywho's we're gonna get into this video. I already wasted 1 minute. So this is the third video of the second season for Grownish. Don't forget to check out my first 3 videos reviewing season 1, episode 1 through 5, season 1, episode 6 through 13, season 2, episode... No, it's 4. Season 2, episode 1 through 5, and season 2, episodes 6 through 10. So, for this video, we are going to be reviewing episodes 11 through 15, and we're going to start off with Face the World. So, basically, this is when Zoe goes before the board. So, if you didn't check out my last video, in the last video on the last episode, episode 10, Zoe cheated on her chemistry final, and she got an email from her teacher saying that she would have to go before the board to see if she was going to be able to stay in school or get expelled from school. And so here we are on Face the World, episode 11, and Zoe's father has been calling her all weekend because all week because Parents Weekend is coming up. But because Zoe has to go before the board, Charles, who we mentioned earlier in the recaps, Charles works with Dre at Stevens & Lido, the advertising firm, and so he called Dre and gave Dre a heads up, basically that Zoe was on academic probation because she had to go before the board. So she goes before the board, she tells the board, she admits to the board that she cheated on her exam, and so they decide to have mercy on her and allow her to stay in school. So she goes back to her apartment where Luca is, because Luca doesn't stay there, but basically Luca stays there. And so Luca's there, and so she told Luca that she doesn't have to leave school. She's excited, so she said she's going to order food or whatever, and that they're going to celebrate her not having to leave school. So while she's ordering her food, they get a knock on the door. She thinks it's the food, but in actuality, Pops and Dre show up to her room, and Luca is in her room. So Dre is at this point very livid with Zoe because he doesn't know what in the world has gotten into Zoe and why she is just not doing what she went to school to do. So he wants an explanation from Zoe at this point. Pops is rambling through their stuff, and so Pops feels like Dre is coming down too hard on Zoe because Dre cheated when he was in college as well. So he was like, you have no room to talk. So basically, Luca walks out while Dre and Pops is there, and they're like, who are you? And so Luca thinks they're the food delivery people, and obviously it's her father and her grandfather. So Pops leaves the room and takes Luca into Zoe's room, and then Zoe is getting lectured by Dre. And so basically he's pissed, and all in all, he tells Zoe that because you have come to school and acted irresponsibly, I'm going to cut you off financially. I'm only going to cover your tuition and like her housing. Which, I guess, usually when a parent cuts a child off, they're like cut completely off. But Zoe lucked out because her father provided, her tuition and her room and board, because living in that apartment was definitely a luxury, because as a sophomore she definitely should still be staying on the dormitory halls like the rest of the sophomores did, because typically the apartments are only for the upperclassmen, the juniors and the seniors and the super seniors. So well, all in all, after Zoe gets fussed out by her father, Anna tries to tell her, that her and Aaron have been messing around. But of course, Zoe is not in the mood to hear it because she's all in her feelings. So Zoe leaves the house and is walking around, I guess, to get her mind clear. So while Zoe is still walking around campus, she accidentally bumps into Aaron, and Aaron asks her what's wrong, and he sees that she's all bummed out. He's assuming that Anna broke the news to Zoe, which Anna did not. And I don't know why Aaron didn't know that, because Anna told him that she would tell him when she told Zoe. So I don't know why Aaron just automatically... Anyway, Aaron is trash. Anyway, I'm still on the first episode, Lord Jesus. Okay, so all in all, Nomi is still messing around with Professor Page. They're sneaking around, being trifling. I don't know why Nomi thought that was okay, but honestly, if y'all looked at that lady, she looked a little bit creepish. I just don't know. She just looked, I don't know, that might not have been her first time messing with a student in Cal U. I'm just saying. How do you just, I don't know. She was just too sneaky. She was like, I'm not texting you. I'm not calling you. I'm not talking to you on some app. I'm not doing this. I'm just like, Nomi now. Come on now. Come on now, Nomi. Come on now, Nomi. So anyway, I thought it was actually tough seeing Dre punish Zoe, because if y'all watch Blackish, y'all know that he favored Zoe, because the twins were still kind of young at the time when Zoe went to college, and he acted like he hated Junior, but he really didn't. But he definitely favored Zoe because I guess she was the first one and she was the girl. Doug and Jazz get back together after their whole stint, because Doug was going back and forth with Jazz about her being an Instagram thought. He didn't like her doing it. He felt like he didn't want his girlfriend doing that. And so basically at the end, I don't know if y'all, I just thought this was really funny though. At the end, you know how at the end of Grownish they have all these little bonus clips or whatever. When Pops walked in and Luca told him his outfit was fire, and he asked him to try on his kimono, I just thought that was so funny, because Pop was like, you're not getting this back, right? You're not getting this back. What size shoe you wear? Because he was going to take his shoes. Okay, on to episode 12, Fake Love. At this point, Zoe has already found out about everything. She's walking around school. She goes back home. Anna is like, I'm sorry, Zoe. I want to tell you. Zoe just stares at her. She goes in there, packs her bags, walks out, goes to Hawkins, knocks on the door. She don't even knock on the door. She walks into Luca's room, trying to tell Luca the tea. Luca is all in his zone. He painting, he watching his shows, whatever. So Luca is in there chilling. Zoe is like, this is what happened, X, Y, and Z. My friends are trifling. Nobody told me. Then Luca tells her that he knew. So then she get mad, fuss Luca out. And then Luca's like, first of all, why are you even mad at me for knowing? That wasn't my business to tell you. And why does it even matter? Because you with me now. And then she was just like, it's weird because my best friend is dating my ex. And Luca was like, that's not your ex. And he was just like, well, she was like, that's not my ex, but we definitely have feelings for each other. He was like, you had feelings for each other. You're with me now. And so then, Zoe shouldn't have took it out on Luca all in all. I just think that was stupid. She shouldn't have took it out on Luca. Luca had absolutely nothing to do with it. Even though Luca knew. Surprised that he didn't say anything. Not that he had to, but I'm just surprised he didn't, because they talk about... Well, Luca omits a lot of information. He just doesn't find a lot of things important to talk about, obviously. But anyway, so Zoe got mad. So Luca was just like, unless you still got feelings for old boy. And then Zoe was like, why would I still have feelings for him? She was like, yes, no, I don't know. I do know. And then he was just like, well, she was just like, it's hard for me to process stuff. And Luca basically kicked her out. Was like, well, you go and process this. You act like you don't know what you need to know, or if you don't know what you want to do, you can go elsewhere and process your feelings. So then Zoe walks out and she goes to the common room at Hawkins, and there she runs into Doug and Vivek. Obviously, they're having tea time on the couch. Vivek and Doug are privy to the situation, and they're basically telling her your friends love you. Anna didn't mean to hurt you. You just need to go and talk it out. And so basically, Zoe leaves. She goes back to her room. She looks at Anna and was just like, we're not friends no more. That's it. Zoe was acting so savage. Now, I ain't gonna lie. With this Anna and Zoe situation, I was 50-50 on the situation because I think I've been Zoe and I've been Anna. So, I mean, that was in my younger days, though. Like I said, now I don't have to worry about that because I'm married. But back in the day, I mean, it's just like girl code. Like, if you and your friend, if you know your friend likes somebody, if you know your friend likes somebody and then they decided that that wasn't going to work out, and then they had somebody else, and then you started liking the person that they obviously they weren't in a relationship with, but you knew that they were trying to court each other. And even Anna suggested that Zoe pick Aaron, which was weird for Anna to go back and try to talk to Aaron after the fact. But it's just like, at least she should have just told her. But she was scared. So I mean, I can't judge neither one. I mean, I'm half and half. But at the end of the day, Zoe shouldn't have made Luca feel insecure about whether or not she still had feelings, because that's like the second or third time Luca had to go through that, where he stopped talking to Zoe because Zoe got mad over somebody she used to be entangled with was doing. But she told Anna she ain't friends with her no more. So the next episode 13, is called You Decide. It's been days since Luca and Zoe have talked. Zoe was mad. She was pissed. It's probably been about a week at this point in time. And she goes to Luca's room to apologize. And then she's expecting an apology in return. But in return, Luca does not give her that apology because Luca doesn't feel like he did anything wrong and that it was all Zoe. So Zoe goes in there and gives this sideways apology. And Luca was like, all right, Chief, I'll talk to you later. Like, he totally dismissed Zoe and then closed the door. And then she was just like, I know he didn't just curve me. But he did, girl. He did, sis. He did. So then she knocked back on the door and bust through and was just like, how about, I'm sorry, baby, I love you. And he was like, nah, Chief. He was like, nah, Chief, it don't work like that. I'm actually not mad. I gave you your space and now I need mine. And then boom, she got the boot again. So the friends are meeting in the living room at the apartment, and they're like, we're going to go out. It's everybody except Anna. And at this point, Nomi proposes that they all go out and just have fun at Titanium. And so Zoe was down for it until Nomi was like, Anna's going to be there. And she was like, I'm out. Now, see, this is the part I'm talking about. So now that the roles are reversed and Sky's not mad at Zoe no more. Not Sky, Jazz. When Jazz was mad at Zoe, nobody had nothing to do with Zoe. But now that Zoe's mad at Anna, everybody's still being friendly toward Anna and ain't icing her out because she was trifling. But then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make sense. I know Zoe can be a brat at times, but I just feel like the friend dynamic was a little twisted. So, in the prior episode, all the girls had the conversation. I mean, all the girls viewed the conversation that Anna and Zoe had about, the situation. And Sky agreed with Anna that technically she didn't do anything wrong because they wasn't in a relationship. But obviously, all in all, the dynamic, they're still friends. And so they're all going out on Titanium. And so Zoe decides not to go. So Zoe is at home and trying to have a Netflix and chill date by herself until Nomi sends her a picture of Luca at Titanium at the bar. That's when Zoe is just like, I'm going out because I need to see what he doing. He been ignoring me, so I'm going to go in there and I'm going to flex on him, look cute, and then try to, like, reel him in, make him jealous type situations. Make him reconsider his decision not to talk to me. So she decides that she wants to go, but she needs a wingman. So she goes and gets Junior. She makes sure Junior has on a fly outfit or whatever. And so Junior goes to Titanium. Skip past the semantics. She introduces Junior to everyone except for Anna. She totally slaps Junior's hand from Anna and was like, you don't need to know her. She's not important. So they're in Titanium. Luca notices that she's there. He tells her she looks cute or whatever. but she's trying to be hard and take this advice from Jazz, because at this time Doug and Jazz are not officially back together yet, but they're courting each other again, and so they're on good terms. But Jazz is telling Zoe that she needs to, you know, be hard and don't make him sweat, girl. You know, just power moves, all this stuff. You know how girls do, try to play the game. So Zoe's basically trying to play the game, and she's sucking at it because Luca is just disregarding everything. He comes over there and he checks on her. He does, you know, the right thing, but he's just being very straightforward with her, and then he's not giving her anything else extra. Junior and Sky have become this thing. I think they're cute together. I would love for Sky and Junior to be a thing. I know there's a thing out there right now called Schoonier because people are team Sky and Junior. I think Sky and Junior are cute. I wish Grownish would give Sky something because Sky doesn't need to be the third wheel with Doug and Jazz. I know they're twins and everything, but it could be kind of weird when you're a twin and then your twin don't got a boo, but then she always with you and your boo. That's a lot. So Nomi leaves to go and basically be with Paige. That trifling Paige. Let me stop. And Aaron goes and sits at the table and talks to Anna. He tells her that he misses her and everything like that. And she was just like, we need to stay clear of each other until Zoe is not mad at me anymore. And so basically, Aaron's tired of the back and forth. So Aaron goes to the bar, buys Zoe a drink while she's at the bar, and asks Zoe, do you want to be with me? And I thought that was pretty bold of Aaron because, like, he didn't even give her no warm-up questions. He was just like, Zoe, do you want to be with me? And she was like, what? He was like, Zoe, do you want to be with me? And then she was like, dude, you know I'm with Luca. And then he was like, aren't you in love with him? She was like, God, yes. And then he was like, well, why are you causing so much friction? And she was like, what do you mean? I mean, at the end of the day, Zoe should have gave Aaron that same heat she was giving Anna. I know her and Anna were friends, but all in all, the whole group is a set of friends, and meaning that Aaron was her friend as well. And Aaron knew that he was trying to pursue Zoe. Aaron talked to Anna about being in a relationship with Zoe. So I don't know why I don't know why Aaron would even talk to Anna because she's in the same friend group. Boy's just trifling. Anyway, so after that, Zoe thinks about it. She talks to Luca. Luca was like, whatever, dude. He goes back to his room. And then everything's just not working out right. It's not sitting well with Zoe. She just says, I'm over everything. I want everything to go back to normal. So Zoe talks to Junior, and Junior gives her advice that, you know, she should apologize and make it meaningful. So she went and bought Anna another case of milk because she drank all the girl milk being petty. She told Anna she wasn't mad no more. She apologized. Then the next day, she saw Luca. She told Luca, I'm sorry. I was acting like a douchebag. Luca, I love you. They did this little cute kiss. She walked off. He grabbed her arm. They did this little cute kiss. And then that was the end of that. And then Aaron and Anna went on a date. And Zoe was being team too much. Again, trying to like make it seem like she was extra okay with it. When honestly, I think she still probably felt awkward. Just because she was with Luca, that don't necessarily mean that she didn't still have feelings for Aaron. She just decided that because she had feelings for Luca, Luca would be the best person at the time to be with and not Aaron. Which I already made it clear. I'm Team Zuka. I'm not messing with Aaron. Aaron be with the shenanigans. Total shenanigans. Episode 14, Can't Knock the Hustle. I'm gonna hurry up and wrap this up. Basically, they try to do this whole trifling challenge they got at their school to be having relations under the shield outside, which is trifling. Zoe does a string of odd jobs. Luca gets her on at this boutique to work. She gets fired in 4 hours. Then she becomes this mannequin in this glass box at this museum. She catches Nomi and the professor together kissing because at this point nobody knew, and Zoe found out like that. And so then Zoe confronts Nomi, tells Nomi that what she is doing is totally wrong, which it is. It's very, very, very trifling. And Nomi tried to fuss her out, which at this point, I don't know why Nomi did that. Because if you go looking back at the episode, I was just like, Nomi didn't say nothing to the twins when the twins told her at MLK Day that was trifling. She didn't say nothing. She was just like, well, maybe it might have been over by that time. But anyway, we ain't got to that point yet. But it's just the fact that she gave Zoe all this bite back for her telling her it was wrong. And then again telling her stuff about the stuff she do with Luca. Nomi kept criticizing her relationship with Luca. And that's what made Zoe insecure about a lot of decisions later on that she was doing with Luca. Doug tries to get Zoe goes to the bookstore to sell her books, and Doug tries to help her get a job, but Zoe is too bougie to think that she can work at the bookstore, which she's not, because at this point you have no money, sis. You need employment. I also wrote, I don't know what Aaron's point. Oh yeah. At the end of the episode, my notes just confused me a little bit because I wasn't very clear with what I wrote. But at the end of the episode, Aaron and Anna decide not to be trifling under the shield. So they go back to Anna's room. And when Anna is talking about all this couple stuff, it's just like then Aaron had an epiphany and was like, I don't want to be in a couple. But I was just like, Aaron, you knew off rip you didn't want to be in a couple. So now you done got this girl hot and bothered. And she in love with you at this point. But she's like extremely infatuated with you. And you knew that you didn't want to be in a relationship with her in the first place. But now you done got her all tied in. And you decided that I don't want to do this no more. After you done went and confronted Zoe. You went and confronted Zoe. It made this whole big deal. And now you don't even want to be with her no more. Aaron, what the heck, bro? Make up your mind. Like, what do you want to do? And the last episode is tweaking. Basically, Doug and Jazz are not together still, but they're working on it. And everybody is basically going over the titles. What is a title in your relationship? And we see that Aaron totally blows Anna off when the girls decide they want to leave. He decides he wants to hang out with the guys. But then another girl comes up to him that I guess he used to mess with her back in the day. And she was just like, Aaron, I ain't seen you in a long time. Let's go hang out. And so Doug and Vivette cover for him later on because, you know, they decide that Anna decides she wants to come back and see what Aaron is doing. She's looking for Aaron. And Doug and Vivette are basically covering for him. So the screen is split. It's showing you a scene, but then it's showing you another scene. It's showing you a scene of Anna walking, and then it's showing you Aaron about to be trifling with this other girl. So then Anna walks up to the door and knocks, and then it sounds like that he's knocking on the door where Aaron and that girl is. But all in all, the girl and Aaron are in a room, and her roommates are knocking on the door asking her, does she want pizza? And then Anna knocks on Aaron's door, opens the door, and realizes Aaron isn't there. And at that point, she realizes that Aaron is not only entertaining me, he may be entertaining somebody else. And so then, at the end of the episode, I put in my notes, Aaron is trash in capital letters because he is. He ain't have to dog that girl. I mean, he ain't do nothing with that girl. He ended up not doing nothing with that girl. But the fact that he's strong and alone like this, I was just like, poor Anna. Poor Anna. Anna couldn't even hardly catch a break, child. I was just like, Lord Jesus. He trash. Aaron is just trash, y'all. I'm not here for Aaron. He do be having some little witty jokes, but I'm not here for him. Rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be back with the last few episodes of season 2. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. Are you team Aaron or team Zara or team Zuka? Is Aaron trifling or not? I think Aaron is trifling. Do you think the relationship that Nomi has with the professor Paige, is she trifling for that? Do you think Zoe was wrong for what she said? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll be back with a part 2. Peace.